Hello everyone, it is Colorado 8 here, and today I'm back with another Pixel Gun 3D video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 5 weapons you should not upgrade or buy in Pixel Gun 3D. Surprisingly, almost every weapon in this game is really good at level 55 if you upgrade it, but I still managed to find weapons that are very underwhelming at level 55. Now, none of these weapons on this list are extremely underpowered, they're just slightly less powerful and not very viable at level 55 players. Something I have to know at the beginning of this video is that none of these weapons on this list are super upgraded. Like, weapons are not upgraded to legendary or mythical weapons. They're all like the same as they are when you first buy them. They're not upgraded like that. And I think that's all I have to say in the intro. If you guys do really want to see more top 5 videos on this channel, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot, and it shows that you guys want more of these videos on the channel. So yeah, let's get right into this video. The first weapon we're going to be talking about on this list is the Venus and Mercury backup dual weapons. This dual wield weapon is, in a nutshell, a nerf version of the Emperor's Servants. This weapon is basically the Emperor's Servants, but with a lower ammo capacity, damage, and mobility. But other than that, this weapon is really not much different from the Emperor's Servants. What I found about the Venus and Mercury is that these weapons are really hard to get consistent gameplay with. Sometimes you're doing pretty good with these weapons, not amazing but pretty good, and sometimes you just do bad with them. It's just how it is. Now, you especially should not buy this weapon if you have horrible accuracy with primary type weapons. I have pretty decent accuracy, not perfect with this weapon specifically, but if you don't have very good accuracy at all with primary weapons, you really should not buy this weapon or upgrade it at later times. But to be fair, this weapon is a rare weapon and not a mythical one, so if you have somewhat of a budget in this game, like you don't have many coins or gems lying around, this weapon might be for you because this weapon's not that expensive exactly, and it's not really that much to upgrade either. This weapon is cool, I like them, but if you want something better, get the Emperor's Servants. Those things are like better in like every way. So yeah, moving on. So getting on to the second weapon on this list, we have the Hitman Exoskeleton. Now, we just got off the Venus and Mercury, a rare weapon. This weapon is a mythical weapon, and there is quite a few problems with it. One of them is the mobility, which isn't the biggest problem with this weapon. Like, that's universal with all of the exoskeletons, like they all have like a 50 mobility, and that's slow. But one of his problems is the damage on it. This thing is a 5-shot kill. The Emperor's Servant is a 5-shot kill, and it shoots 3 times faster. I know this weapon has a burning effect, but that's not really gonna matter if you take more than 5 seconds to kill someone. It will 4-shot if that happens. But most of the time, you're never gonna be in that situation where it's gonna 4-shot. It's always gonna be a 5-shot kill. If the developers do anything to this weapon should be a 3-shot kill like it used to be, back when it first came out. Another problem this weapon has is its horrible accuracy. You can literally not use this thing at long range or medium range sometimes. Plus, this weapon's crosshair is just so weird. I could not use it for the life of me. It's probably just me, but the crosshair just makes the weapon harder to use. Now, for some of you, it might sound like I'm ranting on this weapon being really annoying to use, but this weapon is a mythical weapon, an exoskeleton, and I use the Emperor's Servants, a legendary weapon which is a great lower, and it's better. Now, the most common way to get this weapon is to use tickets, like 1,000 tickets for buying weapons. And if you get 1,000 tickets, you get a different exoskeleton, just not this one. This one, it's okay, but it's just not worth it. It's not really worth it compared to the other ones. The third weapon on this list is the Katana. Now, the Katana is amazing for mobility. It has the highest mobility in the game, tied with the Dark Force Saber, Elder Force Saber, Yo-Yo, all of those weapons. But other than that, this weapon is kind of underwhelming compared to like anything else you use. This weapon has a really fast swinging rate and a 4-shot headshot to kill someone at max armor. Now, a 4-shot kill is pretty reasonable for a weapon like the Katana, but if you use weapons like the Combat Yo-Yo, it just completely destroys that weapon. It destroys it in damage. It fires kind of almost as fast, but like in bursts, but that weapon is way more powerful than the Katana and can kill much faster. Even for weapons like the Sharp Flame, has a somewhat slow mobility compared to like most melees, but this weapon is so powerful that it can almost one-shot people with a headshot, and it could probably burn them if they're slightly damaged. And weapons like Dark Force Saber, Elder Force Saber, either one works. They're a 2-shot headshot and kill a lot faster most of the time than Katana, and those weapons are just more worth it than using that weapon. It's pretty much all I have to say why the Katana is kind of worse than other melees in this game, but if you're a player that does not really use melee weapons, like you just use for mobility, go for it. Definitely get the Katana. It's the cheapest one out of all of them. But if you're actually a player that actually kills people with the Katana and wants to win in deathmatches because melee weapons get you more points, definitely get the Dark War Saber. Has the same ability but more damage, but the Katana is a lot cheaper and it's just better for that. And let's get right into number 4. The fourth weapon that you should not buy or upgrade in Pixel Gun 3D is the Portable Death Moon. Now, I've already made a video on the Portable Death Moon. Nothing really changed with this weapon since then, but I might as well repeat myself here. The Portable Death Moon's main problem is that its area damage is like the worst in the game, hands down. Like, this weapon's area damage is like the area damage the firefighter would have, and that's not good. This weapon says it has area damage. Like, it used to have good area damage in 2015 and had good area damage in Pixel Gun World, but right now in 2019, this weapon's area damage is just atrocious. Now, if this weapon had decent area damage, definitely get the weapon. Like, hands down. That's not even a question. Definitely get the weapon if it had good area damage. But for right now, to stay away from it, definitely get like the Hedgehog or the Reflector or something. The only other thing really wrong with this weapon is like the damage is kind of slightly on the lower side. It's not as high as you would like to be, but that's like the only thing wrong with it. Like, the damage is not, it's not horrible, but it needs to be improved a little bit. The area damage needs a lot of fixing, more than the damage. This weapon is honestly cooler than like a lot of the specials in this game. Like, it's a Star Wars weapon. It looks cool, but I wish it was good. That's all I would want in my life. But yeah, that's it for the Portable Death Moon. Let's get on to the number 5 on the list. For the final weapon on this list, we have the dual cryo pistols. Now, originally I was not going to put this weapon on the list just because I don't even have this weapon fully upgraded to level 55. It's like level 22 or something. But this weapon, a very long time ago, it was supposed to be removed because of the homing missile feature. Like, they removed the homing missile weapons a while ago. And this weapon still had homing missile, but recently they removed the homing missile feature on this weapon, and it made the weapon bad. I put this weapon on the list just because I know in theory this weapon will be really bad at level 55 players. This weapon back then was a 4-shot kill to max level players, and it will probably be like that at level 55. But without the homing missile feature, it's going to be basically the Hitman exoskeleton but with travel time, and it will be bad just because of that. Now, in the gameplay with my level 22 dual cryo pistols, I got like 2 kills in the gameplay, and that's because I shot someone with like a really powerful weapon, almost died, and I shot like 2 shots with dual cryo pistols and they died from that. But that's the only kills I got with the weapon. Like, the weapon is really underpowered. Comment down below if any of you guys had the dual cryo pistols at level 55, and tell me in the comments how good the weapons are. I don't even think they're very good anyway, but tell me in the comments if they're good or not. And that's it for this video. Top 5 weapons you guys should not buy or upgrade in Pixel Gun 3D. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching.